Hello everybody, welcome back to another session of world building in Unreal Engine. Okay, everything's set. Nice. Okay, we're ready. Hey Ricardo, how are you? It's time to build some desert environment. Let's see. So we got a bunch of different assets.
Can I ask if you use 3ds Max?
No, I use Maya, but I'm really trying to move into Blender. I mostly use those two.
All good.
Yeah, I actually haven't used 3D Max, 3ds Max. Okay, so let's spawn some interesting stuff in here. Okay, first of all, I kind of wanna just go and find these rocks. Let's make a duplicate of the rocks I wanna use. Yeah, I think that can just probably copy all of them. Yeah, let's just let me think. Maybe, yeah, copy them and then make a new folder which is going to be called desert rock, because I need to change. Okay, light went off. I still don't know why my projector does that. I mean, my monitor goes off with the light. It's interesting. It's supposed to be plugged on the battery. Okay, anyways, so I'm gonna just make a copy here because I need to. Hey Rani, how are you? There's a horizontal stream on my YouTube. If you're seeing looking at the vertical stream, there's also horizontal if you're interested in the menus and everything I'm doing. So here I wanna come and basically just modify these things a little bit, because it's going to I will be doing a little bit of work on the menus. So the vertical stream only shows the viewport, so it's nice to also
What are you doing?
check out. I'm creating an open world for a video game, so I want to change all the materials for these rocks. So what I'm going to do is get this instance and get the rocks, the desert rocks. So yeah, let me show you a little bit. It's a big island on the shape of a dragon right here. Let me see. With a lot of different biomes, and right now we are working on the desert environment. So I'm just trying to set up some stuff before I start placing assets. Let me see, I need this material right here. I'm just gonna copy this name and I'm going to go to the desert rock environment and I will place it here. We cannot change this with the property matrix, unfortunately, so I will just do it by hand. And then I want to just change the UVs a little bit, because we are gonna use a little bit of a more simplified material. Really like these rocks. They go very well with the style that we are going for. So I'm just going to do a little bit of material changing and UVs on this, which is automatic UVs, just to get all these rocks prepared for the desert environment. Right here and right here. Nice. So I'm just gonna come here and add this material there. There you go. And I'm gonna just look it up here, select it, and go to all of them and select and place this material on all of them. I'm using these rocks for another part of the environment, so I want to change them to a desert rock texture. So I made a duplicate, and then I'm going to create a spline using procedural content generation to spawn these rocks around, and it's gonna simplify the creation of this environment. So first I just need to set them up a little bit, but after that the whole process will be much simpler and quicker. Also, I'm going to create a PCG graph for the vegetation, so we can spawn the vegetation procedurally along the environment. Okay, almost there, just 3 more. And that's it. Awesome. So now I think I can just close this window, and Unreal should allow me to save all of this. There you go. Okay, now let's see in the desert rock. I should have all these rocks like this, and I will just place them here for now all together, because we want to change the UVs on them. Okay, and I'm going to place them in a little folder called desert rock. Now I should be able to go and change the UVs from them, so it's gonna be pretty easy. I'm just going to select one by one and go to modeling and UVs right here, and go to, let me see if I can just move it a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. It looks nice like that, but I want to give it just a tiny texture that it's already on the material. So project UVs and just keep it like that, and I think that's good. That looks nice for this one. Great. And then I can just delete this one since it's going to be saved on the mesh, and I just need to do that little trick for all of them to get the textures going. So project UVs, box, reset, and now I have this nice texture on them, just a little tiny detail, a little color and normal map. So yep, let's get that going, and now we can actually start adding that into the project UVs, reset. Maybe this one can have a different size. Maybe we can make it, let's see, for some reason they're not changing. Let's see, 2000. Does it have the right material? No, it has a triplanar. So you see, some of them actually have the old material, which I need to figure out. I'm gonna go Control B to browse this asset, and I'm going to add the right material to it, which is the desert rock instance. There you go. Now I can go to project UVs and reset. Nice. And then we can actually play with it like 500, but keep it, let's see, proportional. Hey, hello Davey. Nice. I think that's nice. So just gonna prepare the rest of the rocks and then we can start spawning them. Just project UVs and reset. That's good for now. Good. Just make sure it has the instance material. Perfect. Yep, just got a couple more to go. This one, project UVs, reset. Nice. Good. And these are going to be placed with PCG using a very nice spline graph that I got. It's gonna be super nice to place them. I appreciate it so much. If you are looking at the horizontal, the vertical stream, there's a horizontal one with all the menus and all the technical aspects. I know a lot of people find my channel through the shorts feed, which I'm very happy for, but the full stream happens in horizontal mode, where you can see all the menus and everything I click on and stuff. If you are interested in the technical aspects of what I'm doing inside Unreal. Okay, now here I'm going to just reset the UVs, and almost there. We're gonna start spawning these rocks everywhere. Let me just project a little bit here, get those rocks going. So we can have a little bit of texture on them, which is super nice. It's gonna look super nice for this environment. And then I got a couple more of them. Actually, well, still got a bunch of them, but this is super quick. Once we get this going, we know that we have all the rocks ready. Nice to just do it before starting, in case we want to use any of these rocks. Now we have them properly mapped and ready to go. Okay, we got little ones here. Nice. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to project on this one, reset the dimensions. I'm doing box projection.
What are you building? Just asking.
This is an open world environment for a RPG game. So I'm doing a desert biome right now, but we have a lot of different biomes on this environment. Let me show you very quickly how this looks like. This is the desert area, and then we have a couple of more forests. From the top, it looks like a dragon. So we're gonna have like snow environments, jungle environments, a little coast. Let me just make a little fly through so you get an idea. Sorry if the camera goes too fast. These areas are just a couple of islands that I might be using somewhere. I appreciate it. All these asset packs are from Cinti Polygon. It's a very good studio and they make like these low poly assets. So I'm using a lot of their construction, like their example scenes, and then placing them in the environment. You see, so all of this was built by Cinti, but I'm trying to implement it into a open world. And then once I have most of the areas, I will go in and really start polishing and making them more original, you know, modifying the structures and giving it a little bit more of my own take on it. But since it's a very big environment, I do need to fill in a little bit the areas. We have this other underground cave, and then we have like a burned forest. What I'm doing is like building a Lego, right? I'm not creating the assets from scratch, right? It's more of a world building task. What I'm doing, it's like basically opening like a bunch of Lego packs and then mixing them together. This is called world building, right? So you get all the assets and then you just build with them. I can also create my own assets and modify the textures, materials, and make them very interesting, right? I can also break them into pieces and reconstruct them in interesting ways, right? But for now, I'm just pasting, basically just trying to find a nice combination of these assets. It's a little bit dark in here, but this is another underground kind of place. So yeah, let me show you. Here we got some other biomes that I need to work on. Little volcano going there, and here we have like a little jungle. This jungle is going to get changed a lot. Yeah, I'm definitely changing this jungle a lot. It's very dense. From the player perspective, it's kind of nice actually, but we're gonna change it a lot because I got some new things that I need to work on. So here's like the starting village, and you can go up the hill, walk around this area. There we got like a little cave in here, like a cave environment. I need to change the lighting for this. It's a little dark. Have a post-process volume there that I need to change. And yeah, it's a super huge world. Here we have like one of my favorite environments, which is like this swamp environment. Right here, and I got this other thing right there, which is like a voodoo kind of house. I want to put some bubbling water, stuff like that. What else? We have this other forest, which is going to be like a pink forest, some stuff like that. Some waterfalls, and here we have this other forest, which is going to have like a abandoned secret library, and here we're gonna have like a broken mage tower, stuff like that. This is gonna be a little bit more of a magical area. And yeah, here we're gonna have a big fortress, and we're gonna have a big gonna change this area a lot. This is just the preset, like the preset from the Poly Kingdom, I think it's called, on the Cinti store. So I'm gonna like make this into our fortress, and underneath this there's going to be an underground arena. On the mountains there's gonna be a monastery, and so on. Yeah, and here these mines are going to connect to the other cave through here. So yeah, a lot of work still needs to be put into this, but let's see if we can actually work on the desert environment for now. Let's see the rocks. Let me finish these rocks, and now we can start actually placing some stuff.
How long did it take you?
This environment, I think it's been I've been working around 4 weeks, something like that on this. I think 4 weeks. So it's been very, very nice. These assets were provided to me, so it really helps the process, right? When you get the assets, because creating the assets is most probably what takes the most amount of time. You still need to really like take some time to place them correctly and make them look interesting. So yeah, thankfully my team got this provided to me, and I'm working on making this island super cool. Also, we got another artist working on some specific areas that we're gonna implement into the island a little bit later. So I'm pretty happy. Oh wow, that's super awesome. That's super awesome. How are you, Sir Alien? That's good. Good to hear. Nice. So I think we got almost all of them. Almost all little rocks. I think we just have a little ones here. Yep, just tiny little ones that I want to get remapped. And we can start actually placing some of these rocks. We can have structures like that also. Okay, nice. Now we just gonna go to project, reset, and save. Just project, reset, save.
I'm doing good, especially since it's Friday.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, my dad should be coming anytime soon. I'm gonna have my dad here, so I wanna show him some progress. He's gonna give me his artistic critique on the environment, so I wanna like push this area a little bit more. Nice. Almost there with the rocks. Just gonna retexture this a little, change the UVs a little bit. Wow, the rain started super heavy. Hopefully my dad comes soon, because I don't want him driving with such a heavy rain. Nice. Let's get those deleted and we can start spawning them. Just a tiny little rock right here. Let's finish UV in this one. Just a UV box projection, reset the dimensions, and this little rock is ready. I see, let me see. Let's do another UV and change the, okay, no, it has the texture, perfect. Nice, that's it. We got all of them. Nice. So I want to also, let's see how this looks on these rocks. Let's actually try to get this texture on these other rocks and see how it looks. Where's this texture? Let me see. Okay, let me see if it looks nice. No, we need to remap those as well. But no problem, that's no problem. We can do that later. For now, I really want to start placing some nice cliffs on this thing. So I'm gonna use a PCG graph that I built to spawn. I appreciate it. I'll use these blueprint PCG river rocks. Let me see what I got in there. So let's just duplicate this one and this one. Let's go Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and let's push this into, let's make a new folder called desert biome. let's see how far can we push this today. So I'm gonna just get those two. Let's see. I'm gonna get those two into the desert biome. Move here. Nice. And now I want to change some things in here. We have the PCG. Okay, so let's call this PCG Desert Rocks. Nice. Now I'm going to copy this name of the graph and I'm going to go here, and this is going to be called Blueprint PCG Desert Rocks. Inside this blueprint, I want to change the PCG graph that we are referencing. So let's call it Desert Rocks. Nice. Let's see if there's any tag or anything like that that I need to take in consideration. Class defaults, class settings. Okay, I think that's all we needed to do. Just connect the blueprint spline to the PCG graph. Now, in the PCG graph, we can choose what rocks we want to spawn. So here, we can actually start choosing. Let's just delete those static mesh spawners and get new static mesh spawners to start fresh and don't get any weird settings that we don't need yet. Okay, nice. So let's start spawning 3 different kinds of rocks. So in the desert rocks, let's find which ones are the ones that we like. Let's see. I want to spawn big rocks for the cliff. I want to spawn this one right here. I want to spawn something like this one, very spiky. I'm imagining like a very spiky environment. And we can also have maybe this one. Let's see how that looks. And then we can also add this one to complement a little bit in between. Okay, we can also have these cliffs. Okay, let's group them up in interesting ways. So we have cliffs. Okay, let's use these 3 cliffs. These are going to go together. I'm gonna place these 3 cliffs in one blueprint, and then we can make another with the spiky ones, and then we can make another with the middle rocks and the small rocks. Here we have 2 ones that are very, very similar, but it's okay. Let's add these 4 together. Maybe these 3. Okay, let's try first with the cliffs. I think it's gonna be a good way to start. So, most likely only PC, because it's going to be a little bit heavy. Hey Mixa, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit heavy to run. Yeah, hopefully we can like optimize it as much as possible. So on static mesh entries, let's add a little index and just drop the cliff number 1. And on this other one, let's add a little mesh entry and drop cliff number 2. If you guys cannot see the menus, you can go to the YouTube and check the horizontal stream, where you can see all the technical aspects of the stream. Here I'm gonna add another mesh, which is gonna be cliff number 3. Nice. So if everything works correctly, I should be able to just grab my spline. Let's save everything. Let's go back to desert biome and let's drop this PCG desert rock cliff and I think it works. Now let me just drop it right here. And now I want to press G to see what is actually happening with the spline, because I wanna start drawing this little spline here. Okay, sometimes you need to get very close to grab that little point, and then alt click on it, and then you can drag. Okay, and let's see if we can actually drag this around. Nice. This is going to start spawning rocks for us, and then we can modify how these rocks are going to be rotated, what's the scale, and what's actually going to happen with them. Okay, also the pivot point is very important to see how are they going to appear.
How long have you been using UE5?
I've been using UE5 since Unreal 4.25. So it's been a couple of years, I think. Nice. So here they are spawning in a very weird manner. I don't really want them to spawn like this. I would like them to spawn in a different way. So let's just save this, and this has to do with the pivot point, because the pivot point is in the center of the cliff, right? We want the pivot point to be a little bit offset. We want it to be on the edge, so it actually spawns the rock in a different way. So let's just go to modeling tools, X-form, edit pivot, and let's move it to the left. Maybe is it front? There you go. Let's move it to the front, and let's push it down a little bit, just to see how this will change this spline. Let's accept. Okay, now it's going on that way. Okay, that's interesting. And then let's do the same with this one. Let's modify the pivot, and let's just move it a little bit to the right, something like that. This will allow us to be able to come here, and I think we can adjust the spacing of the spline, if I'm not mistaken. Numbers of steps, spline segments. Okay, I think it is here, or should I just go into the PCG graph and change the thing there? Let me see what happens if I put 1. Okay, less, it gives me a little bit less of a spacing. Okay, nice. So now I'm going to go to the PCG graph and change the transform points. This will allow me to change the rotation of this. So let's just go 0 on everything. There you go, that's what I'm looking for. Just no rotation. I want everything to be steady like that, so we can get a wall from these things. Hey, Sideberg, I do vertical streaming and horizontal streaming. I do both of them. So if you're interested in the nodes and all the technical aspects of the stream, you can go into my YouTube and check the horizontal one. It's just a way for me to get more people interested and basically get more people interested through the shorts feed, since it's a great way to get discovered on YouTube. There's a lot of people looking at shorts and stuff, so it's a great way for me to get discovered. So yeah, let's try to add a little bit of rotation to this, because we don't want everything to be exactly the same. It looks like some kind of dragon or something. So let's actually add a little bit of rotation to the vertical rock, to the vertical cliff. That one can rotate 360 degrees, doesn't matter. The other ones, I don't want them to rotate too much. Let's add 5, 10. Yeah, a friend of mine recommended this to me, and it's actually working very nice. It's a great strategy to get people interested on your stream, and also a nice way to yeah, a nice way to grow your YouTube channel, because it's a way of making shorts, but in a live form, which I do stream a lot. So, oops, I made this too big. I'm sorry. Oops. Let's reset this scale right here. Up. Is it this one? Oops. Oh, there you go. This one. Oh, right there. Oops. So let's find a nice position for this. Okay, so here I do want to have some rotation, but not too much. Let's maybe try 30. That's good. And let's actually add a little bit of rotation to the cliffs, but not too much. So now we can start actually drawing some cliff formations. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's go from a minimum of 5, maybe 10. It's too much. Maybe 10 to 15. That's a little bit too much, I will say. Maybe 10. Oh, maybe 15. Let's try that on the other ones. Let's try 10 and 15. Nope. Let's try 7.5 to 10. That's kind of nice. And then 7.5 to 10 in scale. That way we're gonna have some variation. Nope, they are too big to go like that. Let's go 7.5 maximum, minimum 5. Nice. So I think this is kinda, it looks like a mess, but maybe we can make them a little bit smaller and take the rotation down a little bit. Let's actually, yeah, keep the rotation in 0. I think, yeah, we need more of a wall formation. And also I think we need to separate the points of the spline a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. So we have a nicer spline, a nicer formation of rocks. The spline is getting a little bit confused in here. Let me delete this point. There you go. Also, let me delete this one. There you go. Let's delete the points that are too close to each other. So the spline has a little bit more of room to breathe, and we don't have that much duplication, repetition, I mean. So here, yep, I like this wall. Now we can actually start. Let's just draw a little bit of the shape, and then we can actually start playing a little bit with the rotation of things, so we can get a more variation into this. Okay, I like that. Okay. Oops. Let's just save before anything happens, and then we're going to create several of these splines, so we can have the small rocks, so we can have the middle rocks, the small rocks. We can actually start building some very interesting biome with this. Then I'm going to make another spline for the vegetation, and that way it's gonna look super awesome. Okay, let's try on playing a little bit with that. Just click and all drag very slowly. And then you can rotate the spline point a little bit. Nice. Stuff like this.
Are you just a level designer, or are you also a lighting designer?
I'm an environment artist, and we do a little bit of everything. Modeling, texturing, lighting, world building. Yeah, a little bit of everything. And lighting is probably one of the hardest aspects to get right, for sure. One of the hardest things to do in 3D. It is very complex, especially for video games. You want lighting to be super beautiful, but also you want it to perform good. So yeah, lighting is a big deal. Okay, now we have something going. Now it's time of... Now I'm doing more of a world building, level design task, let's say. But all these areas, they kind of like blend. It's kind of interesting. Let's see. So let's go back to the PCG graph, and then let's add some rotation to these cliffs, just a tiny bit, 20. And then maybe we can get this cliff to rotate 15 degrees on C. And then we can play a little bit with the scale here, make it maybe smaller. Maybe... No, they're not going to be visible if I do that. It needs to be... Hey! And 5. Maybe if we do some offset, let's try some offset to see what happens. It's just going to be up and down. Maybe we need to offset in another axis. Let's go here. I see. Let's try 1000. That's kind of cool. And let's offset down. So let's go minus 500. So it offsets maybe 5000. It offsets. Okay. Lighting. Okay, for lighting, there's a very good guy that works in Ubisoft. Now we're getting some interesting clips. So for lighting, there is this guy. Let me see if I can find it for you. I have his channel saved somewhere. Let me see. Lighting, interior, Unreal Engine 5, train station. Let me see if it appears with that. Yep, there it is. Yeah, this guy knows. He knows how to light some stuff. Let me show you. I'm gonna share it here on the chat. Not the video link, but the channel. So, where is it? He has a interior realism lights in Unreal Engine 5. Let me just share his name right here because he's an amazing lighting artist. Okay, there it goes. I muted the speaker bot because obviously was not going to be able to pronounce it right. But he's a great artist and a great lighting artist, and he has amazing tutorials on it. This is probably the best I've found on YouTube if you're interested in lighting, which is probably one of the hardest aspects to get right, especially for games. So yeah, let's try to offset these rocks a little bit up and down. Let's see if we can go 5000 here. Nope, that's not the one I want. Let's go 5000. My pleasure. Yeah, he's a very good artist. Let's go maybe 3000 to 5000. Maybe more variation, 1000 to 3000. I want to get a little bit more of offset here. Maybe more variation. Maybe more variation. Let me see. And then this one needs to be maybe 10,000. No, not like that. 2,500. Okay, I like this. I like these shapes. Now we're getting some interesting kind of rock formations. And also I want to do a little offset on the vertical cliffs. Let's actually offset this a little bit. Let's push these cliffs up by 500. And from 500 to 1000. Maybe let's make a bigger difference between them. Maybe 10 to 1000. Oh, okay, I like this. And then this can also have some rotation. I think that's kind of good. I like these formations. They look pretty interesting. A little bit repetitive though. So let's play a little bit with the offset again. So to get a little bit less repetition on this, I would like to push them a little bit. What if we go, let me think about this, minus 100 to minus 10,000 maybe. Then we're gonna get some stuff here, and I believe that rotation should be a little bit bigger. Oh, not too much. Okay, so let's go 15 and minus 15. There you go. Now we're getting a little bit more variation. That's nice. Since these are long cliffs, okay, minus 30 to 15. I think that's a good rotation. Let's try the same one here, which is 20 to minus 20. Nice. That's a good offset. I mean a good variation. So here I want to push this. What if we go actually minus 100? No, it's not doing what I want. Let's go 10,000. Yeah, but I want more separation between them. Let's go minus 1,000. Minus 10,000. Let's see if it actually does what I think it does. It's gonna create a little bit something like that. That's too much. Let's try 5,000. Minus 5,000 to 5,000. So those are the ranges. There you go. That's what I want. Nice. That's a little bit closer to what I had in mind. Cool. So yeah, let's save this. Nice. So we got this kind of rocky formation now. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's try to do the same. So yeah, these cliffs, they worked out very good. Let's just delete them for now. We're gonna do this all with PCG. This little environment, I really wanna see if I can get away with using only PCG for as much as I can. Let's see. So we have some little gaps in there, no problem. I can always go landscape sculpt and just modify a little. So the next step is let's continue. Let's add another one of those. Let's just copy those, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and let's create another PCG spline graph with these three objects in there. So it's going to be the same. Let's just go to the blueprint and add the graph right here. It's just a blueprint with a spline and a PCG graph, but you need to reference the right graph, which is going to be Desert Rock number 1. Cool. And then on the PCG Desert Rocks number 1, we're just gonna change the static mesh for the right rock that we want. And to do that, I'm just going to find this one, Control B to browse, and here I wanna just change it. Make sure that I'm getting the right one here. This is going to be number 1. Then on this other descriptor, mesh entry index 0 descriptor, I want to get the other one. It's nice to just click on it and browse to asset, just to make sure that you're getting the right thing.
Hi guys, I'm Slash.
Hey Ricardo, how are you? And then I'm going to get the other one, which is going to be Today we are working on a desert environment. Finally, I'm super excited about this. Yay. So here I'm gonna place it there, and now let's try this other spline. And we're gonna do multiple splines like this, because I want to have one for the spiky rocks, one for the cliffs, one for the small rocks, the middle rocks. So now let's see if we can get some spiky things to appear. Let's just drop the desert rocks one here, and we're starting getting some spikes. Okay, let's go closer to the little blueprint and try to get this little point, this other little point, move to that direction. Okay, let me separate it enough, because these rocks are very big and we need to change the settings a little bit. Okay, that's a little bit too much. Let's just try to push it one more. Okay, oops. Now, how can we modify this? Okay, let's just save and save. Let's go desert PCG here, and we're going to the transform points. And first of all, scale. Let's just reset the scale from all of them. Okay, let's just reset the scale and reset this scale. Okay, let's see what we got in here. Okay, now we have now we have a bunch of floating points, which is this happens because we have an offset. Let's just reset the offset, the rotation, the offset and rotation, and the offset and rotation. Okay, cool. Now we have everything lined up like an army.
And how's it going to map?
Very good. I got a little bit of the yellow forest going, which I'm super happy about. This yellow forest, we're gonna probably work on this a little bit later. Then I got, what else? I got this other area, which is like the bay, kind of coastal city. A little bit of this. I'm going a little bit faster, not trying to polish that much. I'm just trying to place all the areas together, and then I will start polishing. Just trying to get a nice, quicker feel for the whole thing. And we got the island to look like a dragon. Let me see if I can show you. Boom. Now it looks like a dragon. It's super cool. That was a good idea actually, from my team. Let's see. Now it's time to build the mine. So this mine is going to be connected through here, underneath this landscape, and we're gonna live right here. So it's gonna be like a nice tunnel underground that connects the desert to the cave. Yeah, basically. So that's nice. Okay, so now it's time to make this look very cool. Let's see, how can we actually get this in line? First of all, I don't want so much repetition. Let's go to the blueprint, and let's see if we can actually change this number, the reparam steps per segment. I think this has no. I think this doesn't change how often things spawn. So yeah, let's play a little bit with this. I want these rocks to be a little bit, let's just rotate them a little bit to see what can we get. Let's add a little bit of random rotation to them to actually start making them a little bit nicer. And then I want to make them a little bit bigger, so let's go from 1 to 3. 1 to 3. Okay, maybe this needs to be 2 to 4. And then I want this to be maybe 5. That's too much. 4, 3, I mean 4 is good. 2, maybe 6. No, that's too much, so let's keep it, let's see, 3, I mean 3, so 3 to 4, something like that. Okay, nice. I want to separate this a little bit more. They are too close to each other. Let's see the spline. The spline points, I think they're very far away. What if we come here and delete this spline? That's nicer. A little bit nicer of our formation. Let's see. Is this another point? Let's see, we can delete it. Oh no, it's just yeah, it's just one point. For some reason is getting, we are spawning a lot of points, which I don't really want to spawn so many. We can change the seed and stuff, but what I'm not getting is how to make them less, spawn less of them. Let me try something. What if we come here and do a density filter? Yeah, let's just try a density filter. First of all, noise, attribute noise, and then density, then CT filter right there. So I'm just gonna try to see if this works on a spline based, because if you get this error, just come here and reset the input source to density. And now if you put the density to a bigger number, we are supposed to get less of them. Let's copy those two values, nodes, and alt click here to disconnect the graph, and let's just connect everything and play a little bit with the noise to see if we can actually manage how many of these rocks we can spawn, because they're too much. It's too much. Let's see, noise 20, density, I want less of this. Something's changing, that's good. Okay, let's go 0. Let's go 20 on noise, and density, let's put it on 0. Let's see if we get them to disappear. Okay, I think it's working. So let's go 20. Let's go density filter 0. Let's see, perfect, we got rid of those. Nice. Now we can actually manage how many we want to spawn. So let's start with the first one. Let's just go upper bound little by little until we get some spawning. Okay, we got some. Okay. I mean, we got some spawning right there. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, if we go 1, we got all of them. So 0.5, 0.9, and lower bound. Does it do anything? Oh, okay. Yeah, these two numbers are a little bit. I still don't understand exactly how they work in this scenario. But you need to find some kind of like in-between balance between them. Because if we keep this on 1 and the lower bound on 0, lower bound on 1 and upper bound on 0, it is confusing. Yeah, I will just keep it on default and attribute noise. Let's see if we can just use the attribute noise, which it's a little bit more reactive to what you will expect. Okay, we have 0.1, 0.5, 0.9. 0.9 works good. Okay, that's a good value. Let's just try to use it here and reset this density filter. Okay, and then let's do the same, 0.9 on noise maximum and reset right there. Okay, cool. Now we got this kind of like rock formation here. That's interesting. So I want a little bit of more difference in these rocks. So let's maybe push some of them to 0.5. In scale from 0.5 to 3. This one might be 1 to 4. And this one might be 1 to 4 as well. Maybe 2 to 4. And then I want some offset. So offset is gonna help us to make this more interesting. Let's just go, I don't know, minus 10 to 1000. Maybe not on that axis. Let's try this one, minus 10 to 1000. There you go. It's gonna go a little bit forward or a little bit backwards. Maybe minus 200. Minus 1. Minus 1000. Oh, okay, minus 10. That's nice. Let's actually do that for the other ones. Maybe 2000. Maybe 500. Okay, something like that. And here we're gonna also offset. Okay, so we have this one. Well, this one we're gonna offset in the other direction. We're gonna offset 1000 to the back into the wall, and this one is gonna come out just 10. Okay, something like that. So now we're having a little bit more of and also I think that we need some offset on the vertical aspect, so 10 and minus 1000. Let's see. Okay, maybe not really. No. Let's see. 0 here and 0 there. Yeah, this minus 1000 does look good. It pushes things down a little bit. Also the rotation, I think the rotation will help a lot. What if we go maybe 45 here? Maybe 45 on this other axis. Yeah, this is a little difficult mesh to deal with. Okay, so let's just keep on playing with this and just place it for now, because I can really spend a lot of time just playing with the values, but for now I just want to continue building. Okay. So right here. Okay. So let's see if we can actually just drag this spline a little bit like this, like that. Yep, stuff like this. Oops, it's coming closer to the camera. Let's just draw a little bit like that. Nice. And then draw a little bit like this. And a little bit like that. Whoa. Okay. For some reason wants to reach the camera. So again, just slowly just drag it like that. Cool. So one technique to just push this into the floor is hit enter. I mean, not enter, end key, and it pushes it closer to the ground. Sometimes the collision of the rocks does not allow for that, So it's kind of nice to just come here and check all your desert rocks or your meshes in this case, and just select all of them, and then go right click. I think the music is a little bit too loud, let me see. So right click, select all your assets that you want to change the collision for, right click, asset actions, select edit in selection in property matrix, and here you select all of them, and then you write collision in search in the search bar, and here it says use complex collision as simple. Collision enabled, query and physics. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, it says complex as simple. That's usually what I use for these low poly assets, but for some reason it doesn't want to just drop to the ground. Well, sometimes there might be something else interfering there. No problem, let's just set it up. It's kind of nice to just drop it. It kind of drops, but not totally to the ground. Yeah, it kind of doesn't wanna. It kind of like, I think the point, yeah, I think the spline point gets stuck in the same rocks of the spline, something like that. That's kind of what I think is happening, because it does go down a little bit, but it like doesn't want to drop to the floor, because the rocks do have collisions. So yeah, let's just push it a little bit. Okay, nice. That's very cool. Okay, just like a spiky kind of thing on the edges. Nice. And just, yeah, it's nice. We can always just push it into the sand. Nice. Just wanted to experiment a little bit with that spiky spline. I mean those spiky assets. Let's see. What if we come here and I want them to be a little bit bigger, which is maybe just 1, 2, 3, maybe 2 to 8. Let's see, 4 to 8. This one maybe 5, maybe 10. That looks kind of interesting. Let's go 10 to 15. That's too much. So 7.5 to 10. That's kind of cool, but I do want more offset. Let's add another 0. There you go. A little bit more offset up and down. Looks more interesting. Like this. Then we can actually do the same here. Bunch more offset. 10,000 units. Nice. But it's getting very spiky here. That's kind of interesting. And this other one I want to offset. Let's see what happens if we make it. Oops. It goes on the other side. I wanted to go on the opposite direction, so let's take the minus out. Let's push it a little bit more. No, I'm going too crazy with this. Let's make it 5,000. Maybe, yeah, along those lines. Something's going on with this other rock, which I'm not so So happy. It's for like very repetitive. Let's see. I'm wondering what happens if I go 360 here. No. It's just gonna like flip it around everywhere. Density, I kind of wanna get less of it, which is 0.5, 0.6. Now it's floating cause the offset right here. We do want it to go up a little bit, not so much. Let's try 5,000. Okay. Pretty happy with this. The other one that I want to offset, but maybe let's try 10,000. There you go. But I want to push these rocks down, way down. So let's go minus 10,000 on C. There you go. And maybe make them a little bit bigger. 16. Let's go 8 to 16. No, it's too much. Maybe a little smaller like that. Push them a little bit more. They need to be minus 8,000. That's what I want. So let's go a little bit more. Let's go. There you go. Push them a little bit more. So it means that it needs to be minus 15,000. Nope, that's too much. Minus 8,000. Minus 10,000. Something like that. That looks kind of interesting. Now we're getting some kind of interesting formations. Yay, that's kind of cool. So these little rocks right here, we don't need any more. Nice. Crazy that I'm trying to just do all of this with PCG, just playing with the valleys a little bit. Still too spiky, too crazy, but getting closer. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Then we can also just play a little bit with the terrain and just make it very nice. And I kind of want to leave this open so we can actually go to this other area here. I don't know what this is going to have, but maybe. Okay, this is super fun to play with. These graphs react very easily, very quickly. Let's do some vegetation. Yeah, let's do some vegetation here. These dried trees, I'm not a big fan of those. This one looks pretty bad. Pine trees, dried pine trees. Those are kind of nice because we do have a lot of pine trees, so we can have some of them dried right next to the desert, but at the same time it's like it's okay, let's keep it like that for now. These other rocks could look very interesting. So let's think about this. What else we got? Desert rocks right here. Let's see what other rocks can we play with. We got a bunch of smaller ones. Yeah, we got a bunch of smaller ones. Yeah. I kind of think that yeah, these ones I'm gonna leave for the mine, and then we can just just gonna leave that for the mine. Here, this is foliage actors. Okay, let me check. Am I selecting anything else? Nope. Those I don't want to delete them like that, because then you delete something else. It's better not to do that, but at the same time, like, we can just push it. No, we cannot move foliage actors. Yeah, we can just delete it, but we might be deleting something else. The proper way to do it is just select all your foliage and go to eraser. Right there, select all, go to eraser. Where is it? Erase. And then just delete them. That way you know that you're not touching anything else, because if you delete those groups, then you might delete something in some kind of other stuff, and it's like, nope. Let's get, now that we are on foliage, let's select this little guy that is floating there. I'm gonna, like, just repaint this a little later. Yep. Okay, so it's time to paint some foliage. Let me check my concept art to see what are we going to do with this. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, there you go. Okay. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. This is going to be a mine town. Yeah. Oh. Totally forgot about what are we going to do with this. Nice. I like this. So I like this reference. Yeah, this is going to be a mine town. Okay. Okay. So so the main structures will be some kind of, let's see, where's the asset pack that I need? It's totally forgot. Old West. Western Frontier. Okay, static mesh. I know that we got some stuff like this here. Let's check it out. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see. Those are the towers. Yeah, let's just make a little bit. Are these called no, let's see. Okay, so here. Okay, we're gonna have some of those. Perfect. Then we're gonna have a bunch of stairs and stuff like this. And what else are we gonna have here? What is this? Okay, these ones. Yeah, those kind of structures. Perfect. Those structures are super awesome. What is this? Yeah. Okay. Okay, this. Why is like that? Okay. Those structures are going to be super nice to build some stuff. Okay. Let me see what else we got. Okay, the mine. Yeah, we got everything to build a nice mine. Okay, what else? Okay, we got some stairs. It's nice. Spikes. These ones, just wood. Maybe we can create floor with that. Flooring, maybe. Okay. Rocking chair, nice. So yep, that's it. Okay, it's time to get creative. So I'm wondering which is the thing that I should use for this. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna create some stuff on top of the cliffs and here. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can get some of this going. Let me think what's the best approach for this. I guess. Okay, as long as I see. This is pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. I always wanted to make an environment like this. Okay, so these structures are tower structures. Then these ones hold. Can I use them to like get on the wall like that? Maybe if we break the heels a little bit, it will allow for that. It's okay, you know, I'm just gonna create the path, and then I will just create the supports for it. I don't want to think about the supports yet. I'm going to create just the paths, and from that, just gonna go forward. Okay, the rain stopped, that's good. Let's see. How big is this? Maybe too big, but I think this is a great piece to create the supports. Yeah, I think so. That this is kind of good enough. We can just push it into the mountains. Doesn't really matter. We don't need to have supports on both edges. Let's see. So here, it has these legs underneath, which this might cause issues. So you know, I'm just going to go Control B, Control D, make a copy, bring it up like that, and I'm going to modify this a little bit with the modeling tools by going to I heard this playlist like too many times. Let me change the music a little bit. Let's play something different. Haven't played different music in a while. Oops. So yeah, let's see what can we do with this. Let's go to modeling tools, attributes, generate polygroups, face normal deviation, or even better, find quads. I guess find quads is great. And then I'm going to go to model, poly edit, and then just get rid of those little legs, selecting the faces on selection filter, get rid of those legs, and we are ready to go. Accept, and we have a beautiful mesh ready to go. Now I want to spawn this with a spline. So to prepare this mesh, I need to go to X form edit pivot and go to front. Beautiful. And let's just put it somewhere closer to the right on the edge, so it snaps a little bit better with the other piece. Somewhere around that area should be nice. Okay, now that we have our mesh prepared, let's just save this, and I think that it's time to use the super magical turbo blueprint for splines. Let me see if I can find this because this is the super nice this the splined mesh, BP splined rail. This is the one, splined mesh. Okay, let's just see if I remember how to use this one, because this is super powerful stuff. So we get a little box right here. We press G and we actually are able to just draw around like a normal spline. But there was another trick that I remember, which was going to modeling tools and then going to draw spline and go empty actor, existing actor, and choose the blueprint here, BP splined, BP splined. Let me just drag it there, right there. Is it like this? Okay, nice. So can I just draw around? Nice. Now it lets me draw. Yay! It lets me draw. Cool. So yep, I think that this is a super cool way to do it. But will this work for high altitudes like this? I think it does. I think it will. It's just that I need to be a little bit smarter and create myself a little flooring, so it's gonna be a little bit easier to play with this thing. Let's just create a plane, reset rotation. Let's make the plane super big, like super big. 1000 units. Loop. And this plane, I'm gonna just push it to the altitude I want. It's gonna be like this. Let's make it even bigger. 2000. Boom. Nice. So let's start drawing on top of this plane, somewhere around this. Let's just make this little test. Draw a spline. And now I should be able to just create a little spline right here. Little point. Is it actually drawing the box for me? Oh, it is drawing a box. It just doesn't look like it because we are too far away. So here I'm going to keep on going. Let's get closer to the rock, because this is supposed to be a structure like the Wild West kind of structure. That is going to be like a Wild West mine. It's going to be actually attached to the cliff. Let's see how good that works. Okay, one more. It's a little bit too large, but it's okay. Let's just try it. Accept. Nice. Let's hide this one. Okay, now the deal is coming to this blueprint. Okay, now let's see if I remember how to deal with this, because this blueprint is super powerful. Let's see if I can actually remember. Okay, so we're gonna use it to periodic placement, spawn objects, okay, splined mesh. Okay, I think this is where I place the mesh, which is just, let me just copy this name super quickly. Yep, let's just copy this name so we have it near. And here I wanna see if I place this mesh here. Okay, oof, there you go. There you go. We got a nice structure going. Okay. How often does it repeat? How often? I think it repeats too much. Distance from spline, placement distance. Let's go 100. Is it actually recalculating the thing, or that's what I totally forgot? Because I know that this is probably just spawning like a bunch of them. Let me just check the original one. That's what I don't want to do, like spawn. Oh no, it is like that. It looks like that. Nice. It's actually calculating. The actual, yeah, it's calculating the endpoint that we set up, the anchor pivot point of this. So I think it's good. Like, the question is, can I just move it for now? Oof, no, doesn't like to be moved. Oof, no, it's too much to recalculate. Yeah. Oh, let me see if I remember. Blueprint spline mesh. It's I think I cleaned most of the apartment. I just left some dishes to clean, but it's okay. It's not that bad. Okay. This is kind of cool. But the thing that I want to do, if I go destroy objects, damn, I forgot how to use this one. Alright, well.
Hey dude, good team, I see you again.
Hey, how are you? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out this spline mesh. It's working, but there's another way to deal with this. Totally forgot how to do it. Where you can spawn is it place? It was called periodic placement. And snap spline to another spline. Nope, default options. Okay. Randomization. Capping mesh options. Mesh cap and mesh cap. Well, thankfully I did this on another video, so I can just come back and look at that video to remember how to do this. Yeah, use blueprint instead. No, I don't want a blueprint. Yeah, for some reason I remember there was an option. You spawn little boxes and then you change those boxes for an actual mesh, and then the mesh just is spawned and you can move it as a static mesh. Super awesome blueprint option. A blueprint that you can then delete the blueprint and you keep the static meshes placed. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna take it easy, take a little break, and see if I can clean up a little bit the apartment, because my dad is coming at any moment, and I probably need to go help him with some stuff. He probably brought some stuff, so yeah, I'll be right back. That's a plane that I placed. Yeah, this is nice, but that's not exactly what I wanted. Yeah, let's just leave it here, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.